What is one thing that separates a good leader from a great one? Could it be the ability to empower their team? Let's dive into the concept of empowering leadership and compare it to the traditional command-based approach. The days of the hierarchical command and control leadership are fast becoming a relic of the past. Today's dynamic and collaborative work environment calls for a different kind of leadership, one that encourages participation, fosters creativity, and promotes individual growth. This is where empowering leadership shines. Empowering leadership is about giving your team members the freedom to take ownership of their work, make decisions, and contribute their unique perspectives. It's about trusting them to do their jobs to the best of their abilities and providing them the support they need to thrive. On the other hand, command-based leadership, while effective in certain situations, can stifle innovation and limit the potential of the team. It often leads to a culture where employees merely follow orders without fully engaging in their work or feeling a sense of ownership. This can result in a lack of motivation and creativity, ultimately hindering the team's overall performance. But why is empowering leadership so crucial in today's work environment? Well, we live in a world that is rapidly changing, with new challenges and opportunities emerging every day. To navigate this landscape, organizations need a workforce that is agile, innovative, and capable of thinking outside the box. And this is only possible when leaders empower their teams, encouraging them to learn, grow, and take risks. Moreover, empowering leadership fosters a positive work environment where everyone feels valued and heard. It leads to higher job satisfaction, increased productivity, and a stronger commitment to the organization. In other words, it not only benefits the employees, but also contributes to the success of the organization as a whole. So, as you can see, the power of empowering leadership extends far beyond the confines of the boardroom. It has the potential to transform organizations, making them more resilient, innovative, and successful. Great leaders understand that their success lies in the success of their team, and it is through empowering leadership that they unlock this success, turning their teams into powerful engines of growth and innovation. Consider the example of Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft. When Nadella took the helm of this tech giant in February of 2014, the company was stuck in a rut. The culture at Microsoft was one of competition and individualism, a so-called know-it-all culture where people were expected to prove their knowledge rather than seek new learning opportunities. It was a culture that stifled innovation and collaboration, where fear of failure was a significant barrier to progress. Nadella, however, envisioned a different path forward. He saw the potential for a learn-it-all culture, one where curiosity, experiment, and collaboration were valued over the need to always be right. He believed that by embracing a growth mindset, Microsoft could rekindle its innovative spirit and usher in a new era of success. And that's exactly what he set out to do. Nadella began by instilling a culture of learning at Microsoft. He encouraged his team to take risks, to experiment, and most importantly, to learn from their failures. He made it clear that it was okay to make mistakes as long as they were learning opportunities. He fostered an environment where employees felt empowered to innovate, to challenge the status quo, and to drive change. But changing a culture is no easy task, especially in a company as large and as established as Microsoft. It required a steadfast commitment to the vision, clear communication, and the courage to make tough decisions. Nadella led by example. He was open about his own learning journey, sharing his failures as well as his successes. He listened actively to his team, sought their input, and demonstrated that their contributions were valued. He made it clear that everyone, from the newest recruit to the most experienced veteran, had something to contribute to the company's success. The results were nothing short of remarkable. Under Nadella's leadership, Microsoft has seen a resurgence of innovation. The company has launched a series of successful products and services, from Azure to Microsoft Teams, and has regained its position as a leader in the tech industry. Its market value has soared, reaching over $1 trillion in 2019, and employee morale has significantly improved. But perhaps the most telling indicator of the transformation at Microsoft is the shift in the company's mission statement. Under Nadella, it changed from a computer on every desk and in every home to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. This statement reflects the company's renewed focus on empowering individuals and organizations to achieve their potential, a testament to the power of a learn-it-all culture. This is the power of empowering leadership. It fosters innovation, boosts morale, and drives success. The story of Satya Nadella and Microsoft is a testament to the transformative power of an empowering leadership style. It's a vivid example of how a shift in culture, driven by an empowering leader, can unleash the potential of a team and drive an organization to new heights of success. So, what are the principles that underpin empowering leadership? Well, let's dive in. At the heart of empowering leadership, we find 4 key principles: trust, respect, communication, and autonomy. These aren't just buzzwords. They're the foundational pillars that can transform a workplace into a thriving, productive environment. Let's start with trust. Trust is the bedrock of any successful relationship, and the workplace is no exception. When leaders trust their team members, they're saying, "I believe in your abilities and your judgment." This confidence can be incredibly empowering, encouraging employees to take ownership of their work and strive for excellence. Next up is respect. Empowering leaders value their team members, not just for their professional skills, but for their unique perspectives and experiences. They recognize that every individual brings something unique to the table, and they foster an environment where these unique traits are celebrated, not suppressed. Now let's talk about communication. In an empowering leadership model, communication isn't just top-down. Leaders aren't just issuing orders. They're inviting dialogue. They're listening to their team's ideas, concerns, and feedback. In this way, they're not just building a stronger team, but also a stronger business. And finally, we have autonomy. Empowering leaders understand that micromanagement stifles creativity and motivation. They give their team the freedom to make decisions, solve problems, and innovate. This autonomy fuels engagement and drives productivity. But empowering leadership isn't about just implementing these principles in isolation. It's about weaving them together to create an environment where everyone feels valued, heard, and motivated to do their best work. It's about shifting from a command and control model to a model that's collaborative, inclusive, and empowering. So, remember, trust, respect, communication, and autonomy. These are the principles that can help you unleash the full potential of your team. In essence, empowering leadership is about creating an environment where everyone feels valued and heard. Let's explore another real-life example, the story of Reed Hastings, the CEO of Netflix. Reed Hastings' leadership style at Netflix provides a compelling case study of empowering leadership. In the bustling, ever-changing world of entertainment, Netflix emerged as a game changer, and a lot of this success can be attributed to Hastings' unique approach to leadership. When Hastings co-founded Netflix in the late 90s, he envisioned a company culture that would break away from the traditional command and control model. He believed in a culture of freedom and responsibility, where employees are given the autonomy to make their own decisions. He trusted his team to take risks and make mistakes, and this trust resulted in a workforce that was not only more engaged, but also more innovative. To illustrate, let's dive into one of Netflix's most significant milestones. The year was 2007. Netflix was primarily a DVD by mail service, but Hastings and his team had the foresight to see the potential in streaming. However, transitioning to this new model was a massive risk. It required a significant investment, and there was no guarantee of success. Instead of dictating the course of action, Hastings empowered his team. He encouraged them to think creatively and take risks. They were given the freedom to explore, experiment, and even fail. The result? Netflix successfully transitioned to a streaming model, revolutionizing the entertainment industry and setting the company on a path to becoming a global powerhouse. But Hastings' empowering leadership extended beyond strategic decisions. He also fostered an environment where employees could communicate openly and honestly. This transparency led to a high level of trust and respect within the team, further fueling Netflix's success. For instance, Hastings implemented a no-rules policy. Instead of a long list of do's and don'ts, employees were trusted to use their best judgment. This policy not only freed them from unnecessary bureaucracy, but also encouraged them to take ownership of their work. Furthermore, Netflix's famous Keeper test is another testament to Hastings' empowering leadership. The test encourages managers to regularly evaluate their team members and only keep the ones they would fight to keep. While some may view this as harsh, it reinforces the belief in having a high-performing team where everyone is empowered to contribute their best. In the end, Hastings' empowering leadership has paid off. Today, Netflix boasts over 200 million subscribers worldwide and continues to be a dominant force in the entertainment industry. So, what can we learn from Reed Hastings and Netflix? It's that empowering leadership is not about losing control. It's about trusting your team, encouraging risk-taking, and fostering a culture where everyone feels valued and heard. It's about creating an environment where innovation thrives and success follows. This shows that empowering leadership can lead to breakthrough innovation and success. So, what impact can empowering leadership have on the team and the organization as a whole? Well, the effects are profound and multi-layered. First off, let's talk about engagement. An empowering leader who fosters a culture of trust and respect sees a surge in team engagement. Employees who feel heard and valued are likely to show more commitment to their roles and the organization. They go beyond the call of duty, contributing to a significant boost in productivity. And it doesn't stop there. When people feel empowered, they are more likely to think outside the box, leading to a surge in innovation. They are not afraid to take calculated risks, experiment, and bring fresh ideas to the table. This culture of innovation can give the organization a competitive edge in today's fast-paced market. Now let's talk about job satisfaction. Empowering leadership has a positive influence on job satisfaction. When employees are encouraged to take on challenges and make decisions, it instills a sense of ownership and pride in their work. They derive more satisfaction from their jobs, leading to a happier, more positive work environment. Attracting and retaining top talent is another significant advantage. In today's competitive job market, top talent is not just looking for a paycheck. They are seeking workplaces that value their ideas and provide opportunities for growth and development. Empowering leadership creates such an environment, making the organization a magnet for top talent. Moreover, empowering leadership can lead to higher levels of trust and loyalty within the team. Employees who feel empowered are more likely to stay with the organization, reducing turnover and fostering long-term success. In sum, empowering leadership can transform the organization from the inside out. It boosts productivity, fosters innovation, enhances job satisfaction, and helps attract and retain top talent. It's not just about hitting targets and achieving goals. It's about creating a work environment where everyone feels valued, heard, and motivated to do their best. Empowering leadership not only drives success, but also makes the journey more enjoyable and fulfilling. So, how can you become an empowering leader? You've seen the power and impact of empowering leadership through our discussions and case studies. You've heard about the transformation at Microsoft and the success of Netflix. Both are shining examples of how empowering leadership can truly unleash the potential of a team and drive unprecedented success. But now, let's bring it all together and explore how you can embody this leadership style. The first and perhaps the most crucial step is fostering open communication. A culture of open communication encourages team members to share their thoughts, ideas, and concerns freely. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels heard and valued. Remember, your team is a goldmine of ideas waiting to be tapped into. By fostering open communication, you're essentially inviting innovation and creativity to flourish within your team. Next, promote a learning culture. The world is constantly changing, and so is the business landscape. To stay relevant and competitive, continuous learning is key. Encourage your team to learn new skills, to explore new ideas, and to constantly push the boundaries of what they think is possible. Make learning an integral part of your team's DNA. This not only equips your team with the skills they need to excel, but also keeps them motivated and engaged. Finally, give your team autonomy. Empowering leadership isn't about micromanaging every detail. It's about trusting your team to make decisions and to take ownership of their work. Give them the freedom to experiment, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. When you give your team autonomy, you're telling them that you trust their judgment and their capabilities. This not only boosts their confidence, but also fosters a sense of belonging and commitment to the team and its goals. But remember, becoming an empowering leader isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's about continuous growth, about constantly striving to be better, to do better. It's about listening to your team, learning from them, and growing with them. It's about creating a work environment that's not just about achieving goals, but about nurturing individuals, fostering teamwork, and driving innovation. And perhaps the most important thing to remember is that change starts with you. You have the power to create a positive and empowering work environment. You have the power to inspire, to motivate, and to lead your team to success. But it all starts with taking that first step, with making that conscious decision to become an empowering leader. Remember, The journey to becoming an empowering leader starts with a single step. Take that step today and unleash the potential of your team.